Today we find ourselves in Caesarea Philippi, a city in the very north of Israel, where Jesus took his disciples on a bit of a field trip, and you can read about it in Matthew chapter 16. This city was a pagan stronghold. It was a Gentile city where they worshipped many different gods. And here we stand in front of the Rock of the Gods, a place where people would have came to bring their pagan worship to many different gods. And in the midst of it is this cave which was known as the Gates of Hades. This cave was symbolic of the underworld and everything that death and destruction brought. And it was here that Jesus had this conversation with his disciples. Three things that I want us to think about as we think about what this conversation meant was this. First of all, Jesus asks his disciples, "Who do you say I am?" And Peter has this revelation from God in the midst of this death and destruction to say, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Not a dead God who everybody else is worshipping, but the one and only true living God. And my challenge for us as Christians is, who do we say that Jesus is? When people ask us about our faith, when people say, "Who is this Jesus that you follow?" who do we point towards? And we need to point towards the one who is the Messiah, the one true God, the one who said, "I am the way, the truth and the life." Secondly, Jesus replies to Peter and he says, "On this rock I will build my church." Now there's much debate about what Jesus meant when he said the rock, but I believe he's talking about himself, that he is the rock, that as he faced the rock of the gods, he was saying, "I am the rock on which I build my church and nothing can unhinge it. This rock is solid, and so when I build something that will last." And so we as the church, the ecclesia, the sent out people of God, get to go into the places of death and destruction and bring the light and life of Christ. And so we have that confidence as we are sent out to know that he equips us and he builds us with everything that we need. And thirdly, Jesus then says, "And the gates of hell will not prevail against it." And so we have this confidence as his sent out people to know that we go in victory because he has won the ultimate victory. And for us as Christians, that gives us great encouragement because we can go into the dark spaces, we can go into the places where there's broken people, and we can bring the light and the life of Christ, and nothing can come against us. But if you're not a Christian here this morning, maybe I could just challenge you to think about who it is that you worship, that even in the midst of our world that offers us many gods, there is only one true Messiah, that he is the way, the truth and the life, and that you can choose to follow him also.